off cool. Y'all know I got to start off cool. We trying a different angle. I don't like looking down at my family, so I know, you know what I mean. The angle of the other one feels like I'm looking down. So we're gonna try this angle out. I ain't gonna tell you how I got this configured. I know, in my car. We're gonna talk about that. Anyway, welcome to today's Monday Motivation Monday live stream. Y'all, we got something to talk about today. Now, if you've ever flown on an airplane, the thumbnail, it hits different. We're going to talk about this thing, y'all. We are going to talk about why being uncomfortable actually means that you're growing. That's what we're going to discuss. All right, so now let's get situated. Let me speak to some people, because I see some people hanging out in here. We got my buddy, Pescatarian Gardener. Good to see you, sis. Thank you for coming through. We got one of our awesome members, Miss April Showers. Good to see you, sis. How you doing? We got my bro Jason in the building. Just Jason, Keto, and more. Good to see you, bro. Thank you for coming through. So, I want to have this whole conversation because I'm going to tell you something. These kind of conversations are the kind of conversations that help us to grow. So I want your input, you know what I mean? We're going to have us a conversation with this one. Oh, let me see who else is in here. Hey, Mark the Shark, what up, bro? How you doing, fam? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. We got my friends, my family, Jeremy and Cheryl, J&S Adventures. What's going on, fam? Hope y'all enjoyed the cruise. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Much love. All right. Oh, and thank you for hitting that Geek Squad and dropping your link. That is what's up. Carrie Leonard. Good to see you, fam. Welcome. I believe this is your first time here. If I'm incorrect, I apologize. But either way, welcome and thank you for being here. Hey, we got my bro, BC in the building. What up? We got my fam, the Bud Files. What's going on, Bud Files? Good to see y'all. I want to have this conversation. I feel like it's so important for us to talk about things like this. It's not something that's directly related to my life. Although things happen, it is what it is. But I wanted to kind of have this conversation. So we're talking about when you're uncomfortable, it means that you're growing. Now, if you have ever, and I mean if you have ever, flown on an airplane. Oh, RJ Funches, what up? Good to see y'all. Thank you for coming through. BC said he still needs more hours. Let's work to help everybody get some hours. We'll help BC, and we helping each other. That's what we're doing. Carrie, thank you so much for being here, fam. I appreciate you. So let's talk about this. If you've ever flown on an airplane before, you know how tight and uncomfortable coach can be. Coach is tight. It's just tight because coach is designed to get you from A to B. There ain't no amenities. It ain't no first class or any of them other ones. You know what I mean? Oh, what is going on? We got Sonya in the building. Yeah, bits and pieces. Sassy. What is going on, Sassy? How are you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. It has been a while. So glad that you're here, fam. How have you been? Let us know in the comments. You know what I mean? How you been? Coach is coach. You know what I mean? Hey, you taking a 10-hour flight, you taking a 3-hour flight, you taking a 1-hour flight. If you on coach, it is what it is. It's finna be tight. You know what I mean? You bumping elbows with people that you don't know, and you might catch an accidental head nod to somebody's sleep in your face or in your, you know what I mean? It's tight. It's tight, but it is what it is. It'll get you where you're trying to go. Sending greetings to everyone. Remember to check out my house. Yes, indeed. There you go, Sassy. Let everybody know, check you out. Yeah. It's been good. God is good. Yes, indeed. So, You're just trying to get there. You take coach, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. You're going to get there, but it may not be the most comfortable thing in the world. Well, guess what? It's the same with life. Sometimes, sometimes we in the coach section of the airplane. You know what I mean? Sometimes we, so sometimes we coach, you know what I mean? Sometimes we first class. Sometimes in life we just trying to get from point A to point B, and it always ain't the prettiest thing. What's going on, my bro? Jared Talks, Mr. Content Creator Extraordinaire. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. So, sometimes it ain't always the easiest thing. Sometimes you go through situations where you think you're in first class, you get on your journey of wherever you're trying to accomplish, and then you realize, you know what? Nope. I'm in coach. I'm not in first class. I'm in coach. I'm not in first class. I'm in coach. It is what it is. But at the same time, you can get there regardless. That's where I'm trying to go with this. It's cramped, it's tight, but guess what? It ain't the end. You may fly coach for 6 hours to get where you're trying to go. But guess what? After that 6 hours, you literally have all the space in the world. So you went through it for 6 hours. But in the end, you won. Hey, Mark the Shark, thank you for in that Geek Squad. Appreciate you, bro. Much love, much love. But in the end, you made it. You got through it, and you're out of that situation. Man, that's life. Sometimes life is just uncomfortable. Sometimes you are dealing with things that you planned for. Sometimes you're dealing with things that you didn't plan for. Sometimes you got all the room in the world until 5 things happen, and now you're in a whole different situation. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy how these things go. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? We struggle, we get through it, but in the end, we win. And I really wanted to talk about this for our Motivation Monday because I don't know what uncomfortable situation you may be in your personal life. And I'm not asking you to share it in the chat. That's not why I'm saying this. But what I am saying is we all know what it's like to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? We all know what it's like to go through something. We dealing with something. You know, stuff happens. As Jay would say at African Dreaming, Big Bro says all the time, life be lifing. You know what I mean? Life be lifing. What's going on, my dear friend CC? CC's Texas Garden. I got my water, CC. I got my water. And I have a towel too. Because I didn't expect it to be this warm today. And I know it's not a cooling towel, but it's something to at least take some of the sheen and the shine off my forehead. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just be difficult. 99 degrees. Oh my gracious. Boy, I be done passed out. Sheesh. Yeah, my boy, that's that heat for you right there. You know, that ain't North Carolina heat. That's you know what I mean? That's a little down south. That's that Texas heat. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make this comparison between oh, Urban Harvest, what's going on, fam? How you doing? How you doing? Urban laughing. What's going on, Emotion? How you doing, bruh? Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Sometimes it be difficult, y'all. You know what I mean? Sometimes we be struggling. Sometimes you're cramped. You know what I mean? You're in a tight spot. It can be financially, it can be emotionally, it could be so many different aspects of your life. But today is the reminder that even in that cramped, tight situation that you are in, whatever you are dealing with, you can overcome it. You can overcome it. You can be stronger. You can be better. It will help you to improve as a person. Now, y'all know I be using the chat GPT for my descriptions and put my stuff together or whatever. And creating this description and trying some things and all that kind of stuff, it compared uncomfortableness in life to being the crucible of life. And I thought that was really profound. And I kind of wanted to take a few minutes to discuss that concept. Because if you know, as far as like metal working and that kind of thing goes, in order to melt metal, it has to be in something like a crucible, something that can withstand so much heat that it can actually allow the metal to melt. Because most things will burn before the metal melts. You see what I'm saying? Everybody speaking to each other, that's what's up. Sometimes that happens. You see what I'm saying? So they use the crucible, and it's like a bowl. And in that bowl, it's designed ceramic on the outside and that kind of deal. Hold on. What it? Crusoe what? CC, I saw your comment, but I didn't know where it was going. I kind of scrolled up in the chat real quick because I thought I had missed something. But a crucible is literally like a bowl. And oftentimes there's ceramic, some type of coating that can withstand huge amounts of heat. And literally what you do is you take your metal and you put it in this bowl or crucible and you heat it up to an insane degree so that the metal can melt. And then you can turn that metal and pour it as a liquid instead of a solid into a mold to do whatever you're going to do with it. But what I loved about this comparison is sometimes uncomfortableness is our crucible of growth, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? We are uncomfortable. We're going through things. We're dealing with ups and downs. It don't make sense. We're being blindsided with stuff. It's difficult. We don't know where to go, what to do. All of these things, and then some that I didn't even mention. Well, guess what? All of these things are kind of like that heat in that crucible. You see what I'm saying? So, although we may melt, although we may not feel comfortable, although we may be hot, we will be better. We will be better. You see what I'm saying? Because when we come out better. We've been molded and shaped into something better than what we were to start with. So, I'm trying to encourage everyone, including me. Because, boy, if y'all know, if y'all knew the things that be going on over here, oh my gracious, it be difficult. It be so crazy, like, oh my. But ain't nothing special about me, you know what I mean? We all go through things. I'm just using these as an example because I don't know your circumstances. The only circumstances I know are my own. But we're being refined. We're being improved. We're going to become better because of this. Odom, what up? Odom's Shorts coming in on the other channel. What's popping? Good to see you, fam. Good to see you. Who else I see pop in? Frosty, what up, Frosty? Frosty Power. Good to see you, fam. Thank you for coming through. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. It'd be difficult, y'all. Oh, snap. We got my sis, Deborah Garrett, in the building. How you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. We got G Mama Grows, hands in the heart in the garden. Hey, she like the new name, y'all. She like the new name. We own it. You know what I mean? We own this thing. It be difficult sometimes, y'all. It be difficult. You know what I mean? All of these things, they form a bowl of heat that we can't seem to escape. It's like wherever you go, there's heat. You go right, there's heat. You go left, there's heat. You go forward, there's heat. You go backwards, there's heat. You go down, there's heat. You go up, there's heat. There is heat everywhere. But guess what? That heat is refining us. Like Cece said, it's making us better. You know what I mean? It's making us better. I understand Frosty custom thumbnails. That these are the kind of things that we're talking about. Because as a content creator, you want to have good thumbnails. You want everything to pop. And sometimes it's easy to get frustrated when it seems like everybody else is making better thumbnails than you, and you can't seem to get it right. I struggle with it too, Frosty. I struggle with it too. But I'm going to tell you, Canva has been a lifesaver. I've used Canva hands down to save my life on so many occasions. Cece says, sounds like Texas. Crucible. I got you, sis. I got you. Given the fact that you just said it's 99 degrees where you are, I am inclined to agree with you. Cece says she loves Canva. Jared said he loves Canva. Yeah, man, I use Canva for everything. Pro Canva, everything. Frosty said I've got both Canva and Photoshop. Oh, wow, boy. You got it going on, fam. You got it going on. I still have to figure out how to use Photoshop. I haven't used Photoshop a lot. Oh, wow. It just spit water everywhere. So I got to work on the Photoshop. But I'm going to tell you, these tools, they make it so much easier for us. And one of the things that I do is I look at other content creators in my niche. What kind of thumbnails are they using? I do research on other channels and how they make thumbnails. You see what I'm saying? And these thumbnail tutorials, I try to put it all together to come up with something decent. I saw somebody pop in here. Kay Renee, what's going on, sis? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So what I'm getting at is this. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's going to be difficult. Like Frosty said, they're working on thumbnails and trying to create better thumbnails. All of these things can create pressure, can create fire, if you will, can make it difficult for us, if you will. But what I can say is this. The more that you persevere, the more that you allow things to go, the better you will be. No problem at all, Jared. What time is your live stream with Vision? I knew it was coming soon. I can't remember what time. I just want to make sure I'm there. So, 6 p.m. Okay, I got you, fam. I got you. Oh, yeah, we just went live. Yeah, because we'll be live till 6:30. But we'll definitely check you out after that. And if you're still live, we'll send everybody over that way. That's no problem at all. So sometimes you know what I mean? It's just how it goes. We're dealing with heat, all of these things happening. We feel like we're melting, and it's because we are. That's the process of the crucible. It melts everything. But when you're molded afterwards, when that liquid turns into a solid again, it is better because of the purification. The remnants of impurities have been removed. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you go through a situation and you think, you know what? If I was in that situation, I would do X, Y, and Z. And then lo and behold, you find yourself in that same situation. And you know what you realize? You did QRNS. Like, you were close. But that was it. Because in that situation, the pressure was so strong, it was so difficult, that even though you thought you could handle it, it almost low-key got the best of you. That's how things go, y'all. That's how things go. So, we're trying to allow the pressures that we deal with to make us better. Hey, we got my favorite Jamia in the building. Official Jamia. Good to see you, sis. Thank you for being part of the Mod Squad. Yes, yes, yes. So y'all check out Official Jamie. Official Jamie is dealing, I shouldn't say dealing, but she's in Slay Timber. Her and Big Sis April and several other content creators are out here killing it every day for Slay September or Slay Timber content every day. That grind is something crazy. Y'all show them some love, check them out, help them to grow, because they are literally making sacrifices to fulfill the commitment of Slay Timber. So y'all check them out. Show them some love. We deal with stuff, y'all. We deal with stuff. Now, that being the case, let me put it this way. Oh, I got you, sis. Ain't even a problem at all. You already know how we do. You already know how we do. Imagine if you are 6 foot wide and 3 foot tall, but you need to be in a space that is 2 foot wide and 10 feet long. As the current piece of metal that you are, there is no way for you to fit into the new circumstances that you've got to go into. On your own, it can't work. But when you're molded, when you're tried by fire, if you will, when you go through that crucible, and now you can be poured into the situation, scenario, space that you need to be in, and now you are adequately equipped for the task at hand. That's life. And I'm encouraging you to embrace the difficulty, to embrace the uncomfortableness, to embrace all of these things that so many consider to be a negative. Being uncomfortable is not a negative. Wanting more is not a negative. Think about if Henry Ford had never started working on the Ford automobile. Would we have gotten automobiles eventually? Probably so. But because of his hard work, the assembly line, all of those things, it got the automotive industry off to a huge start. What I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with having a goal and working toward that goal. Even if others tell you that that goal isn't worth it, or that you're not good enough for that goal. You may feel cramped. You may feel cramped because of your own mindset about accomplishing that goal. You may feel physically cramped because of a number of different things. You may feel financially cramped because a number of things, like you don't understand everything is due tomorrow and I don't know how I'm going to get through today. I feel you. But trust, going through the things that we go through now, when it's difficult, they make us better people on the other side. You see what I'm saying? They make us better people on the other side. How else will you get to be the best version of yourself possible if there isn't a revision? How will you get to be the best version of yourself possible if there is never a revision? Do you understand what I'm saying? Everything in life, most things in life, let me put it that way, have a revision. A version 1, a version 2, a version 3, all of these things, because it's constantly being improved. So my question to you is, how will you be the best version of yourself possible if you never go through a revision? So these situations and the difficulties, I'm cramped, I can't move, I can't breathe, I can't see, they happen. But look at it as the beginning of Joe 2.0, the beginning of CC 2.0, the beginning of Odom 2.0, the beginning of Frugal Mama 2.0. These situations will make us stronger. Frugal Mama, good to see you, sis. Thank you for coming through and for joining the party. We appreciate you. It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't. And I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it and act like it's gonna be easy and act like everything's gonna be hunky-dory and act like everything's gonna be roses and sunshine and that kind of deal. Sometimes there's gonna be a skunk somewhere that has let out something that make you woof, woof. That's just life. You know what I mean? But even when it's cramped, even when it's tight, even when it feels like there's no way out, I can promise you that there is a way and that it will work out. Sometimes as humans, we become so focused on the way out that we see as being the best way out. No, you don't understand. If I'm going to get out of this, I've got to go that way and go through that door because that is the only way. When in actuality, because we're facing this direction and we see the door on the other side of the room, we assume that that's the only way out. But suppose there's a door 2 feet behind you. You're in a situation and the only way out seems to be all the way across the room. But guess what? When we have a family, when we have a community, when we have those that love us, when we have those that can help us, you know what they do? They help us to turn around, to look. Oh, there's a door. Let me go through that door. Growing what I eat. What up, bro? What up? The motive at Jay the Motivator and chat. Nice name change, bro. I appreciate you, fam. I really wanted something that fit us better. Something that didn't limit us. So that when we talk about whatever we talk about in a live stream, or we do whatever we do on the channel, it don't always have to be fitness. Because fitness is just a part of my life. But motivation is in every aspect of my life. Hence the reason for the name change. So my goal here is to motivate everyone in the chat and everyone that watches on the replay. Although I don't know your struggles, I see your struggles. I'm going to say that again. Although I don't know your struggles, I see your struggles. And what I mean by that is I see your resilience. I see you moving, being positive, taking action. You know what I mean? Those are the things that turn a negative into a positive. Keep it up, fam. Keep it up. Because when you keep it up, you motivate me to keep it up. Just like when I keep it up, it motivates you to keep it up. Today was one of them days where I was literally this close to not going live. It's just so much going on. Brain swimming. I got stuff at work to do. I got stuff outside of work to do. I got family stuff to do. All of these things. And it's like, man, you know what? I don't even know if I got it in me today. Like I don't even know if I got it in me today. Like I don't even know if I have it in me today. It's just... But I realized that all of these things that I'm dealing with, that I'm going through, guess what? They make me stronger. So when I come on this live stream, I can stick my chest out in the most humble way possible. I can be proud of myself because I'm here, because I made it, because I didn't quit, because I kept going, because I chose to show up. I just want everybody to show up. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're dealing with, what you're going through, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, but do me a favor and show up. Because when you show up, it motivates me to show up. And I ain't going to sit here and act like I don't need motivation to show up sometimes. You see what I'm saying? What's going on? Tay Eats, my sis, my buddy, Miss Mukbang. Good to see you, sis. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, here and present. That's what I'm talking about, CC. That's what I'm talking about. So, your situation doesn't have to define you. Your situation doesn't have to define you. I may be in a 3x3 suitcase right now, but guess what? I got hotel suite mindset. I may be cramped right now. You know what I mean? I'm in this 3x3. You see what I'm saying? I feel like, but I got a mindset that's a whole penthouse floor. And guess what? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. I know I get there. I know. But if this is your first time here, we use improper English for hyperbole and emphasis. So I say it again. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. And I want you to get there. And I want you to get there. I want everyone here and everyone that watches it on the replay to get there. You can do it. You see what I'm saying? We pushing. It's mindset. My body may be trapped, but my mind is strong. My body may be trapped, but my mind is strong. You see what I'm saying? Hey, thank you, CC. That's what I'm talking about. Tay said right. Keep that mindset and don't think about your circumstances and you will be there. That's what I'm talking about, sis. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to mention this. I don't want to go too deep into it because it is somewhat of a charged subject. But there was a time when individuals were physically owned by others. Those that owned them were not always stronger than them physically. But you know what they strove to do, or they strived to do, was to control their mind. Because if they could control their mind, then they could control them. This is my application. This is the point I'm getting at. Control your mind. Like Cece said, don't allow mental breakdown. Control your mind. Because if you can control your mind, your body will follow. If I think it, I can achieve it. If I think it, I can achieve it. I may not always get it as fast as I'd like. I may struggle with it. I may get knocked down. I may have some bumps and some bruises. You know what I mean? I might be a little dark around the eyeball. I might have some scars and some scuffs. But guess what? My mind says I can do it. Now it's up to my body to figure out how. My mind says I can do it. Now it's up to my body to figure out how. And that is how we get where we're going. So I'm just trying to paint this picture, trying to put all these things together. You see what I'm saying? There's times we're going to be uncomfortable. There's times it ain't going to be right. But guess what? It will get better. Oh, you had an ex that used to say that. I got you. That's funny, CC. That's funny. I'm just here to let you know you got this. And hopefully in the process of letting you know that you got this, I may just remind myself that I got this too. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? This is a collaborative effort. I keep you going, you keep me going, and in the end, we all get where we're trying to go. I keep you going, you keep me going, and in the end, we all get where we're trying to go. You know what I mean? When it comes to life, there ain't always a magic recipe. There ain't always a secret to success. Sometimes it's just different for different people. I'll give you a prime example. If you take a fish and you put that fish in a box, and that box has a hole in it about this big, if that fish is smaller than that hole, it can get out. But if that fish is bigger than that hole, it's stuck. But you take an octopus, you put an octopus in a box with a hole this big, even though the octopus may be this big, guess what? That octopus is going to squeeze its entire body through that hole and get out. That's what they do. That's what they do. Thank you, Cece. And I'm here for you too, sis. I'm here for you too. So my point is this. When it gets difficult, when it gets hard, think skinny thoughts. And I say that funnily. I say that tongue in cheek. I say it somewhat fun. Cece said I want to have the octopus mentality. That's what I'm talking about, sis. That's what we're trying to get to. Because sometimes it's cramped. But I'm going to tell you, if you can see it, then it can happen. And that's the deal with the octopus. The octopus doesn't have any bones. So because it doesn't have any bones, it can literally move and squeeze and contort itself to get where it needs to go. But guess what? Even though the octopus doesn't have any bones, it has the strength that it takes to stop the water from crushing it. And think about that. All these other animals, they have bones. Fish, and that's what allows them and gives them the strength, and their bladders and all that other water bladders and all that stuff, and how they do what they do. The octopus, small. Most of the time, small. No bones. But yet, it can still withstand the pressure of the entire ocean on it. Be flexible, my friends. Be flexible is what I'm getting at. Be flexible. But in your flexibility, don't lose your strength. Be flexible. But in your flexibility, don't lose your strength. You can be strong and flexible at the same time. You go through something. It ain't easy. It ain't what you wanted. It ain't working the way you thought it was. You had dreams of this and that, and nothing seems to be happening. Be flexible, but don't lose your strength in the process of being flexible. You can be flexible and strong at the same time. I'll give you an example. We use a rubber band. You can squeeze the rubber band, move it around. It's flexible. But when you pull it tight, if you drop something on it, it's going to do the best that it can to push it back off. Because that's what a rubber band does. That tension pushes whatever's on it up and off. Now, if whatever it is heavier than the rubber band, then it may break. But the premise behind that is that rubber band is always pushing back to get whatever's on top off. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're dealing with. But be flexible. But don't lose your strength. You can be flexible when not needed, and you can be a fine example of strength when it is needed. You see what I'm saying? You can be both. You can be both. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do. To be both. To be strong. To make it happen. To do what needs to be done. Oh, I got you, Cece. No problem at all. Do what you got to do. So, I'm just here trying to do the best I can to encourage everyone to do what they got to do. And in the process, I may just remind myself that I've got to do what I've got to do too. You know what I mean? And spoiler alert. So tomorrow for the Tech Tuesday live stream, we're going to talk about all of the things that I did not think about when we made our name change. We're going to talk about all the things that I did not think about when we made our name change. and what I got to do to get all that stuff straight. It wasn't intentional, but now I just kind of made my space a little bit smaller because I got all these other things I got to do now. It happens. Oh, Cece said I can name one. What you got, Cece? Name one for me. Tay said, what I've learned is the things that fears you the most do because God will open the doors for you. That's it, Tay. That's it. Hey, what's going on? We got Kim, 2 times 5, 10, aka Protected, aka Miss Lawyer, aka The Educated Natural. Good to see you, sis. Thank you, thank you. So, what Tay said is so true. And we've used this before, but just for reference, if you change your name, it can affect your monetization. That's a good question. I gotta check that. I'm not 100% sure about that one, CC, because your monetization is linked to your Gmail account. So you can change your name, but as long as you don't change the Gmail account associated with your YouTube channel, your monetization is still in place. I pray. Let me double check that, CC, because that is a good point. Lord knows I would like to be compensated for my hard work, so I need to check into that. My little bird farm, what's going on, fam? Haven't seen y'all in forever. Good morning to you too, fam. Good morning to you too. We got Happy Mac. What's going on, Happy Mac? Good to see you. Good to see you. Everybody, speaking to everybody. Yeah, Tay, I gotta double check that. I'm not 100% sure because I really think it's linked to your Gmail account. So as long as you don't change your Gmail account, okay, that was correct for me when I changed my YouTube name. So Wellness with Frugal Mama, are you saying when you change your YouTube name, as long as you didn't change your Gmail, your monetization still work? Inquiring minds want to know because, you know, it's getting close to the end of the month and I need to make sure if I got to make some changes, I make some changes so that I can receive compensation next month. Okay, correct. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, so we're good. Things are gonna happen, y'all. Things are gonna happen, and I wanted to take this opportunity to remind everyone that you got this. It's just, oh no, you good, CC? No problem at all, man. I'm glad you said something because had you been right, I sure have been crying on 21st of next month, and sure enough. But what Tay said is right about circumstances and things. Great things, I can feel it. That's what I'm talking about, Happy Mac. We are all going to accomplish great things. Now, we used this in the past. I'm going to use it again. Why not? You remember that nursery rhyme? Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham? Spent the whole book, except like the last page or two, saying that they didn't like green eggs and ham no matter where they were. But it wasn't until they tried it that they realized, you know what? I like green eggs and ham. So this is my point. Sometimes we can be afraid of the very things that are needed to make us better. Sometimes we can be very afraid of the very things that will make us better. Other accounts may need to be updated, like PayPal, Cash App, Insta, TikTok, etc. And that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, Frugal Mama. That is exactly what we're going to talk about tomorrow, because I learned those things the hard way a couple days ago, and I'm still working on correcting all of them. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Good job, CC. Good job, Frugal Mama. Y'all got it covered. Y'all got it covered. Okay, Kim co-signed on it. Man, we got some smart people in here. CC dropping knowledge. Frugal Mama dropping knowledge. Kim co-signing on the knowledge. You know what I mean? Hey, we got this, y'all. We got this. I just want everyone to be better. I want everyone to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Y'all forgive me, my allergies are starting to kick in. I got to go to Walmart and get me some more allergy medicine. So man, stuff's gonna happen. Ups and downs, downs and ups, rights and lefts and rights. It is what it is. But guess what? Whatever you go through, there is a way around it. Let's see, gotta say, I had a not nice face on today. Dropped $2,100 in the last 4 days fixing broken equipment. But dang, it works great now. Things to do. Happy Matt. I'm gonna tell you something. And I ain't even had a chance to really talk about this yet. And I may mention it a little bit more in a future live stream, maybe a late night story time. Man, I had to drop like $700 on a hot water heater. Had saved up money, I was building my portfolio and all these things. And then here goes this $700 expense, unplanned, that completely and totally wrecked my savings. Unbiased LLC. Ashley, gang. What's going on, sis? Good to see you. As you would say, welcome in, Queen. Welcome in. Good to see you, Unbiased. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming through, sis. We appreciate you. So, it's difficult. Yes, you're right, CC. I was able to pay it, and that's what got me through. Kim, that's what I'm going to be doing the end of this week. Already on that, checked it, everything's good. So I will be doing that the end of this week because I got to move domains now. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be talking about that tomorrow too. Boy, y'all is on it, boy. JTM squad, at least that's what I think it's gonna be. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow too. Everybody speaking to everybody, showing love. Let me make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, CC, I was able to pay it. And that is a blessing, and I'm very thankful for that. But I just want to kind of illustrate how, you know what I mean, I'm with you, Happy Matt. I didn't spend as much as you spent, but I understand that feeling of maybe I don't need that. Then you realize, yeah, I need that, and I got to spend the money. It is what it is. It happens. But look at you, Happy Matt, you here. You know what I mean? So, we keep going. We keep going. Sometimes it's going to be cramped. Sometimes you're going to find yourselves in situations where it feels like there's no way out. But you're going to make it. You're going to make it. Hold on. Look at the timing on this. Unbiased said that well done to Frugal Mama. I'm hanging in there, Queen. Thanks for asking. She said, this too shall pass. That is exactly right. That is exactly right, Unbiased. This too shall pass. It ain't always going to be easy. Sometimes it may feel like you're passing the kidney stone. Sometimes it may feel like you're not. But this too shall pass. We're going to get it, y'all. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody. Call me V. What's going on, V? Good to see you, sis. How you been? How you been? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, snap. We got my buddy, Drea Lachey. What's going on, Drea? Good to see you, sis. I made it and caught you live, my friend. Yes. I miss you. I've been trying to get here. I appreciate you, sis. And Lord knows, if anybody understands, I do. Life be lifing. We got different time zones. All of these things happening. But I'm going to tell you something. speaking of this whole conversation that we having about getting over stuff and getting through stuff, and this too shall pass, Drea, the motivation from Hype Again, this past one, man, I'm gonna tell you, sis, you had me motivated and inspired to keep going. And I appreciate you for that, sis. I appreciate you for that, because I needed that motivation. I did. V said, drove into my driveway and I was saying amen to all your positivity. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you. Drea, you already know, sis. You already know. But I'm going to tell you this. And I'm going to mention this because I feel like it needs to be mentioned given the circumstances and subject matter of our conversation. I got to plug up my phone. Otherwise, it's going to die. But now, let's get back to the conversation. So, this is what I was going to get at. Sometimes when things happen, we may wonder, why did it happen to me? Like, I don't deserve that. You should, like, I don't deserve this. Why is this happening to me? Why is this so difficult? Everybody else is skipping, la 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 la, and fields of daisies, and I'm in the mire. I'm in the mud. I'm in quicksand. My feet won't move, and everybody else is just going on with their day. Like, I don't deserve this. You see what I'm saying? When those times happen, remember, that's what community is for. Because when you have a community, when you have a family, you are never in anything alone. You are never in the positive alone. But most importantly, you're never in the negative alone. So there is someone that you can call, that you can reach out to, that can throw you the proverbial lifeline that helps you out of your situation. Talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. You got my, y'all got my IG. Oh, I think you did. Hold on. Actually, this is a good time for me to tell you. And we're going to talk about it more. But the IG is Jay the Motivator 1. That's the IG. It's Jay the Motivator 1. Yeah, Jay the Motivator 1. So y'all got my IG. Message me. You know what I mean? I'm always dealing with stuff. But hey, message me. I'm here for you. I'm going to do whatever I can to help. You know what I mean? Miss Shirley, what's going on, sis? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. The people in the parking lot wondering who Joe is screaming at. I got carried away, sis. I apologize. I got carried away. It got a little good to me. It got a little good to me. It's the digital internet fam for me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Drea. That's what I'm talking about. So, you got this. You got this. Hold on, what did Happy Mac say? Happy Mac said, I know because I made my brother eat a mud pie when we were kids. I'm still paying. Oh my gracious. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, that's funny. That's funny. That is funny. Happy Mac said unbiased. You have a younger brother too, don't you? Uh-oh. So, I'm just reminding you that you got this. You can get through it. Tamika Davis, what's going on, sis? Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. Listen, y'all. It's life. Happy Mac said I do, but I would have been more than likely, but it would have been more than likely my little sister. I got you, sis. I got you. Bill, Warm Strong Adventures. What up, bro? What up, what up, what up? How you doing? Y'all forgive me, boy. My allergies is on a million. But this is my point. This is what I want to get across. Miss Shirley said, I love when a man is this excited seeing just my name, LOL. Hey! Listen, Miss Shirley, you already know. Y'all family. Like, I legit get geeked up, hyped up, motivated when I be seeing people come through. You know what I mean? Like, man, y'all ain't got to be here. Y'all here hanging out with me. Man, that's beyond humble, beyond blessed. You know what I mean? Drea said, y'all cracking me up. But I want you to remember, you got this. You know what I mean? Listen. I'm going to break this down real quick before we get ready to go. Earlier, Unbiased mentioned, this too shall pass. Now, I'm going to say this because I feel like it may be helpful. And I want you to understand my thought process behind this. Now, we all say that this too shall pass. But it's going to pass in two ways. One way that it will pass is like a thunderstorm. When we sit still and we wait for it to pass over us. Sometimes we sit still and we wait for it to pass over us. But the other way that this too shall pass is when it's coming and we drive through it. You see what I'm saying? We don't have to wait for it to pass over us before it passes. Sometimes we can drive right through that thing and we keep on going. So it's going to pass, but we want you to let it pass as quick as possible, to be active in helping it to pass, to do what needs to be done so that it can pass as quickly as possible, so that you can get back to just being you. You get where I'm coming from with this thing? Let's see. Drea said, you better say it, Unbiased. What did Unbiased say? Oh, did I miss something? Hold on, did I miss it? Wellness with Frugal Mama said, drive on through that thing. That's what I'm talking about, Frugal Mama. Mike and Rihanna, what's good, fam? Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind words about the channel name. It is time to get hashtag motivated. Yeah, we all getting a little motivated around here. Drea said it was something that I saw online or read about driving towards the storm. You will get through it quicker. Exactly, Drea. And that's the reason why I wanted to, about this too shall pass. I got you, Drea. Y'all know I'm a little slow sometimes. I had to crank my brain up. Anyway, I got you now, sis. Thank you. But you're right about reading it online that you get through it quicker. Mike and Rihanna said hashtag motivated. So gotta be. You know what I mean? Let the words be the enema that gets CC, oh my gracious. I was not ready. CC, I was not ready. Sis, I just died. Let the words be the enema that help you through it. Oh my Lord. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my gracious. I needed that laugh, CC. Thank you, sis. I needed that laugh. Oh man. Boy, I tell you. So, remember this. You got it. Life is a numbers game. Those that don't quit will succeed. And guess what? Those that have succeeded, if you talk to them and if you look back at their history, they had opportunities to quit, but did not. Many of these millionaires and billionaires and people that you know that got all this money, guess what? They failed a couple times before they found the right lick that got them where they're trying to be. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to be in a cramped situation. Don't be afraid to not know what to do, because I can promise you, we'll get it. We'll get it. We're gonna get it. Mike and Rihanna, we all need to be motivated by Jay the Motivator. Thank you, fam. I appreciate your kind words. We all here trying to motivate each other. I appreciate y'all, I really do. Now I gotta get motivated to get to this drugstore so I can get this prescription medicine so I can breathe again. But I want to take this time to say thank you to everybody. I appreciate everybody that came through and hung out with me for a little bit. I know everybody's got a life and everybody can't be here all the time. You see what I'm saying? But I appreciate the time that you were able to spend with us. Those that catch it on the replay, I appreciate you for being part of the hashtag replay gang. Listen, you got this. We're going to get over it. We're going to get through it. We may be cramped now, but we ain't cramped for long, because we remember the recipe. Stay strong, stay positive, stay active. JTM Squad! We got to work on this outro, y'all. Y'all, come back tomorrow and help me out with the whole outro situation. We got some things to talk about. CC, thank you for your kind words about the live stream. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, breathing is good, Happy Mac. Breathing is good. Hey, big love to you too, Happy Mac. Big love to you too. Wellness of Frugal Mama said, prayers to those in these streets driving right on through it. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Deborah Greer. I appreciate you all, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for the next live stream. But until then, stay strong, stay positive, stay active. JTM Squad, and we out. See y'all tomorrow.